The Lagos State government has ordered the closure of Dowen College indefinitely. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 10, doctors in South Africa on Friday said there had been a spike in hospitalizations among young children after Omicron swept through the country, but stressed it was early to know if they were particularly susceptible. The health officials said they had seen increasing hospital admissions in children under 5, along with higher positivity rates among children aged 10 to 14. One of the reasons stated for the increment is that children under 12 are not yet eligible for vaccines in South Africa. At number 9, the wife of the president, Nnamdi Buhari, Aisha Buhari, has indicated the federal government over failure to fully implement its mandate against ending sexual and gender-based violence. Aisha discussed this at the second annual conference of the Governor's Wives Forum, where she said that the rising and unabated cases of SGBV, which led to a declaration of the state of emergency by the federal government on 10th of June, had continued to be of national concern. She also called for the establishment of special courts in the country. At number 8, the Nigeria Center for Disease and Control has said that Nigeria recorded no additional fatality from the coronavirus pandemic on Thursday, but said 47 new infections were reported across 7 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. The Disease Center disclosed this in an update shared on its Facebook page on Friday morning. According to the center, the new cases have increased Nigeria's infection toll to 214,317, while the fatality toll remains at 2,978. At number 7, Zamfara state government has banned all Zamfara officials from speaking to journalists except 2 persons. The Commissioner for Information, Ibrahim Dosara, disclosed this while addressing members of the Correspondence Chapel in Gusau on Thursday, adding that it is only the Ministry of Information or the Commissioner for Information that is allowed to speak on behalf of the government, while the Special Advisor on Media to the Governor is the only person allowed to speak on behalf of the Governor. Dosara said the Zamfara government centralized information management to the ministry to curtail the spread of fake news and misinformation. At number 6, Mukhtari Adnan, the longest-serving kingmaker and district head of Dambata in Kano, northwest Nigeria, has died at 95. According to reports, Adnan died on Friday morning, 2 days after admission at a private hospital in Kano for an undisclosed illness. The disease started his professional career in the Kano Native Authority, where he served in various capacities, including senior accountant of the authority. He was also elected as member of the Federal House of Representatives during the First Republic and served as Chief Whip of the Northern People's Congress. At number 5, a court of appeal in Ibadan on Thursday discharged and acquitted a former governor of Oyo State, Adebayo Alao-Akala, on an 11.5 billion naira corruption charges leveled against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Alao-Akala was discharged alongside a former Senate Deputy Chief Whip, Hosea Agbola, and a businessman, Femi Babalola. The EFCC arraigned the 3 men on an 11-count charge of fraud at the Oyo State High Court, Ibadan, in 2012. At number 4, at least 50 persons have been abducted and 2 killed during a terrorist attack at the Unguwan Gimbiya community in Kaduna State. According to reports, the bandits struck the community in the early hours of Friday. Also, residents of the area said that the kidnapping incident is the worst in the community since the inception of such crime in Kaduna. Meanwhile, the government and security bodies are yet to give a statement on the issue. At number 3, the Court of Appeal sitting in Akure, the Ondo State capital, has set aside the judgment of the State High Court that sentenced the founder of the Sotitobire Praising Chapel, Babatunde Alpha, in Ondo State. An Ondo State High Court has sentenced Sotitobire to life imprisonment over the disappearance of a 1-year-old boy named Gold Kolawole in his church in 2019. On Friday, the appellate court ruled that the circumstantial evidence the High Court based its judgment on is not enough to convict him. At number 2, exactly 2 years after the invasion of his house by security operatives during the burial of his brother in Ora Ifite, Justice Nnamdi Dimba of a federal high court in Awka, Anambra State, has awarded the sum of 52 million naira in favor of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, lead counsel of the detained leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Ejiofor disclosed this in a statement issued on Friday. Justice Dimba found that the security agent grossly violated his fundamental rights and consequently awarded 50 million naira against the police, army and other security agencies as compensation for the gross violation of his rights, and also awarded 2 million naira as cost for the actions still against the police and army. Finally, at number 1, hours after Dowen Secondary School shut down over the circumstances surrounding the death of a 12-year-old student, Sylvester Oromoni, the Lagos State government has ordered for the institution to be shut down indefinitely as investigation begins. Recall that Sylvester's death was allegedly caused by internal injuries he sustained during an assault by fellow students who wanted to initiate him into cultism. Commissioner for Education Folashade Adefisayo announced the closure after a meeting with the school management and staff. Always remember to wash your hands, wear your mask and stay safe. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.